Good afternoon, sir.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Welcome to Milan.
Well, thank you very much. It's very nice to be here.
As you know, the so-called cinematic universes now are quite popular. So we have many storylines and characters, the same narrative context. And
Okay.
Johnny English operates in his own world, but thinking of it on a bigger scale, who might be the most suitable partner? I'll give you 3 names.
Okay.
Inspector Jacques Clouseau,
Uh-huh.
Austin Powers,
Uh-huh.
Lieutenant Frank Drebin from The Naked Gun.
All right. Well, of course, you've isolated 3 characters, or in fact, you could go into the serious world. You could go into James Bond. You could go into many characters. Your concept is that of, like an Avengers kind of gathering of the forces. I don't know. The problem with all these characters is they're incredibly selfish and self-regarding and self-contained. You know, they're very singular characters who like to operate by themselves. I think far more than the Avengers franchise, I think to get those people together would be a mistake. Because I think they'd all be going off in different directions. The idea that they'd all pull together to achieve a common aim, I think is fanciful, because I think they all think in such different ways and in such selfish ways. So personally, I can't see a happy outcome from any such combination.
They could really destroy the world.
Yeah, exactly. I think it could be the end of the world as we know it, I think.
Okay. Johnny English Strikes Again starts with Johnny as a teacher.
Yes.
A school teacher.
Yes.
And do you recall a moment in your childhood, maybe at school, when you realized you had funny bones?
I remember when I was at school being very inspired, actually, by a French comedian called Jacques Tati. I remember at the age of 17, I saw Les Vacances de Monsieur Hulot, and it was a fantastic inspiration for me. I just loved the tone and the attitude and the slowness, actually, of the comedy. I enjoyed the fact that it was comedy that took its time, and of course I enjoyed the fact that it was visual. It was essentially a visual comedy. So that was a very important part of my school life. But at the same time, I was aware when I was much younger than that, about 11 or something, 11 or 12, standing up in the school changing rooms in my school, performing something. I can't remember what it was, but I remember soliciting laughter. I remember enjoying that, and that was. But then after that, actually, I tended in my school plays, my school drama, to play serious roles. I tended to play serious roles, not comic roles. I mean, I think it's always a good idea generally for children to play serious roles, because I think usually when children try to play comic roles, it doesn't always work very well. So I was very happy, as I am to this day, actually. I'm very happy playing both. I'm very happy being silly, and I'm very happy being serious.
I heard that your favorite moment of the entire process of making a movie is when you and your screenwriters and producers lock down in a room and all together start creating funny situations.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yes, that is the genuinely fun part of filmmaking. The filmmaking part of filmmaking, when I actually have to stand in front of a camera and make things funny, and for it to be captured for eternity, that I find really, really stressful and really, really difficult, and I don't enjoy it at all. Occasionally I enjoy bits when there are cars involved. I find that a bit more relaxing, but only a bit. Most of the process I dislike quite a lot. And then I like it when we finish the filming and we start the post-production. The editing of a movie I find really engaging and interesting. You know, the composition of the music, the sound dub, how all the technical ways you can improve, that you can make and then improve a movie. I find that absolutely fascinating and enjoyable. But the most enjoyable bit is when you're just sitting in a room thinking, you know, wouldn't it be funny if this happened? Or wouldn't it be funny if Johnny English did that?